I was doing it about 1,000 times a day to get good at it. I was like,
yeah.
and then I started doing it on a phone call then, like, what's happening? Yeah.
Righto. Yeah, cheers for coming in, Dean, mate. Appreciate it.
Nice somebody, thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
Where are we
mate.
going?
We're going, mate. We're gone.
Drop that on me.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Sly.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me, dude. I'm glad. Do you know? I'm glad that you're rolling and you're doing it, man. You're doing a good thing.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, I've been talking about it for a while. Talked a good game, but now we've actually got to do it. So
I'm gonna flip these headphones up and put them on the wrong way. You're gonna strangle me, dude.
yeah, no problem, mate. No problem. They're a bit short. And you
Yeah, I'm gonna put one on, one off. That's cool. Like recording vibe. No, fair play to you. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of them. I get loads of ideas coming to me all the time, but it's like action is the thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Mate. Yeah.
It's acting on things, man, and just making little small steps, and you've got it now. Like, and this is it, and you're on a roll. And I watch every week you like do stuff, and it's like, oh man, fair play.
Yeah, mate. Same to you. Like, you know, you seem to have. Well, I don't know. I'd say you ramped it up, probably. Have you?
Oh yeah, since lockdown, I've been flat out like. You know, I'm like normally like non-stop in schools or performances and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But kind of like went, and then I'm like, oh man, I actually like needed this.
Yeah. To
like do what I want to do creatively, make music, add value to people, and like tell my story to people and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like what I'm meant to be doing, not just beatboxing's amazing, and I go on like big stages, and it's like a wicked, it's like a natural buzz. Yeah. And but you know, I'd rather be like sitting in a studio in my pants making beats all day. You know what I mean? Like,
is that the false reality on your videos? You're actually in your pants, just no one can see.
That could be. You never know. That's like the waist cam. They never put it on like. But it's like, I'm trying to create this. It's about creating a personality or a person you want to be in there. Do you know what I mean? My next thing is creating this new path for me. Do you know what I mean? Like accomplish stuff and then move on and better myself and push the boundary. So,
mate, I think that's cool because I think as well, like you're saying with lockdown, everyone's got that bit more time. Yeah, I think that's done it for a lot of people. I think everyone I've spoken to in here has kind of had a bit of a revelation.
Yeah, true. I just feel sorry for people if they say they're bored. Like, man, you can't be bored anymore. Like, if you're grown up, like, do you know what I mean? It's like read a book or something or learn.
There's not enough time. For me personally, I struggle to have the time. If anything, it's too full.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? It's like you got to choose what you want to do. Like, if you can be like, you know, non-mundane. Like, no, it's like everyone does what they want to do, and I never judge anyone. Like, do you know what I mean? But like, you can carry on this thing, like, and be the person like complaining, or you can be like, you know, choose what you want to do and like choose to learn something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You can learn anything these days off like the internet and stuff.
Oh, definitely, mate.
And like better yourself. Like, so yeah, there's no like excuses there anymore.
I don't think so.
Same with this. Like you know, don't have to have a degree in being a like podcast person.
No, exactly, mate. You can
just get going, get on a roll. Learn as you go, like get more relaxed doing it. Like
I think everyone's got that thing they want to do as well, deep down inside of them. They just probably don't think they're gonna accomplish it.
Yeah, confidence, dude, is the biggest thing, isn't it? It's like sucked out of you in school. I feel like confidence.
Yeah,
do you feel that?
Yeah, I think
like
so,
school,
mate.
You're like scared to like do stuff, or like I don't know, even like scared to speak in front of a class because you've never been taught how to do it properly.
Yeah.
You just
you
like,
may know the answer as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many times have you sat there and knowing what you're supposed to say, but you just can't say it?
Yeah.
Out of fear, like.
Yeah, it is. But you not like, really like English in school, and they say, "Oh, read out Shakespeare for us, Dean." Come up, and you're like, "Oh no," like, and it's like the biggest dread ever. Yeah. But you've not been like, they've not said to you like, "Oh, do us a favor, like do 5 seconds just like in front of the class today. Now do 20 seconds next week, and why don't you do this? Like look up, but like they don't build you up. Do they? To skills, they just drop you in it, and then just like, I'm glad that's done. Like I'm gonna skive off next week. We got assembly when we're supposed to do our performance. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing. But like this school's amazing. Like some teachers are brilliant, and you know. But I feel like it needs to go a different way for different people. Like I mean,
they don't cater to an individual.
No, it isn't. No. And if you're music for me in school was like the worst thing I could ever do. Do you know what I mean? And you need to be like, if you're a creative person, you need to be put in that zone where you can be creative and be free.
Yeah.
Rather than like, there's a load of like written random things on a piece of music paper.
Yeah.
They call like clefs and trebles and stuff. And I like chuck that on a piano. There we go. Sorted. Do you want to learn cello? Nah. Try me.
Yeah, totally.
It's not like it's not a vibe you roll with when you're younger. You're not going to roll around with a cello, yo.
Well, yeah, you're probably going to quit music pretty quick, aren't you? You got to carry that thing around.
But yeah, it's a lush sound anyway. I love a cello. Playing, I do stuff with a cello player as well, actually.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mate, I think I totally agree with you when it comes to like school, because it's a weird place to be, and I think a lot of the time, like, you're maybe a bit afraid of what your peers are going to think. The thing you're going to do as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like teenage years. I always say this: teenage years are like the most stressful, weirdest time of your life, because you're like transitioning from child to like adult. But like, who you meant to be? I don't know. Someone's telling me to do something. Like, there's no like rules.
Yeah.
You grow, your body's changing. Do you know what I mean? You got hormones like kicking in, and like a lot of like your hormones when you're a teenager affect you. Like, you might sleep more. When I was like 14 to like 15, I'd like sleep for fun. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's lazy. It's not. Like, I'd read when I got older. It's to do with your hormones and stuff, man. It's like makes you
lazy teenager.
Changing. Yeah, you're not. You're just like, that's who you are, isn't it? But yeah, like teenagers are crazy. Like, and I feel like you need to be confidence needs to be instilled, and you need to have like this thing where you just don't overthink things. Do you know what I mean? You're like, if I don't wear them shoes, like, if I don't get them like Air Maxes, people are going to rip into me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You waste so much of your time like over minute things.
Yeah.
When you look back now, God, you could have flown through so many things.
Yeah. Overthink. Yeah, like overthink. Like, shall I do like that? What does he think of me? It's like, just like when you get older, you realise, then you like, just be you, do what you do. Like, people either roll with you on your path, or they can go down that way. And I
still feel like it's constant maintenance as well for me, because I can get myself back to that place like that, unless I'm looking after myself.
Do you know what I mean?
If I'm
slip back into the
into the rut of like, fucking hell, I don't want to do, what about this? You know what I mean? It's so easy to get yourself back there if you don't look after yourself. I think loads of people are still there as adults.
Do you know what? I would say the majority of people are, aren't they? But I've had some amazing experiences, like good and bad, growing up and stuff, have shaped me. And the biggest thing I ever did was take control of my thoughts and know that like no one can like make me think how I want to think. It's up to you, and it's your choice. Like, and you can either think good, and like, it's hard to think good all the time, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Someone's like, you know, like getting you down, like it's hard to be like, it's okay. But like, it's about training yourself to be like that. And when you are thinking good, things fall into place, like, or you find solutions. Do you know what I mean? You feel like come up to a problem, I can't get this worked up on, like, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna stress out and start like smashing stuff up and just leave it and then just give up podcasting. Or you just have a little thing, cool, what we'll do, we'll just like brace it out underneath, and then we'll like chuck some cool lights in there. Sound glad we done that. I feel buzzing now. I've got like these endorphins released because I've achieved something.
I think that's massive.
It's huge, isn't it? And people are stuck in this reality, so to speak. Like, I'm sounding a bit weirdo now, but like this reality of like, go to work, like chuck Netflix on, like when's the match on Saturday? It's like that thing going flat out, round and round and round, and then like you end up like reacting to stuff all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like reacting
emotionally,
like
emotionally attached to everything.
And all like, he's doing my head in, like this person on the news, like, don't stress about it. Like, it's not your energy to waste. It's someone else's problem. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Stay chilled, cool.
You can spend so much time wasting on that sort of stuff.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're sucked into it, dude. I swear, as a teenager, you do as well. Like, you get. I'm reading this book at the minute, right? And one of the biggest things with like teenagers is that like they stop listening to their parents, and then they look to their peers as like their like parents, or like, not like, most parents are good, and they like sometimes you don't want to listen to your parents because they're like idiots, like an age. I mean, but listen to their peers, but like your peers are like kids as well, and I mean, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. Like, so you know, it's about like having good role models and stuff, and school needs to be better.
Definitely,
Gonna be
mate.
a politician.
Yeah, mate, I think you should be. You got some good candidate there for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's really weird growing up and having to make all them big decisions at that young age, because for a lot of people that shapes the rest of their life. I don't think. Sorry, go on.
So, did you have careers advisor in school in Crick? Did you?
Yeah,
I did. What did you say to him?
Yeah, I can't even remember. I did literally, when I was younger, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. So literally always pointed in the direction of you should get a trade or go to uni, and that was really the only two options.
Yeah, there's no like, oh, why didn't you set up your own thing, come up with an idea? Like, my thing was, when I've always been like wanting to like design stuff or like be creative. Like, so when I was a kid, I'd like design houses and stuff. You know, when I was like 9 or 10, I'd be doing like plans and all. And I always thought, I'd be an architect. That's like actually what I'd love to do. And like year 9, I went to careers advisor and I said, I'd love to be an architect. And she was like, your maths grades, you're like set 4 in maths. Like, come on. Like, have you ever thought of being a chef? And then like,
cheers.
It was like an adult telling me, and I was just like, oh, right, okay. Whereas like, if she'd said like, why don't you like go stay after school, speak to your teacher, you're only year 9, you got like 2 years for exams, so like build them grades up. It's like nothing GCSE, is it? Like, and you can be here like and give you a pass. So like, I feel like sometimes the wrong people are in the wrong jobs, and the system is wrong with some people in school. Some people love it and they go to uni and they fly in like, but a lot of people need to bounce around and need someone just to say like, whoa, you can't do it. Like, yeah,
well, like especially if you know you want to do it, really, you're going to them to find the path.
Yeah,
you're not going to them for them to dash you.
Yeah, no.
Like, you want them to come on, like, Dean, the way, maybe even put it, the way you're going, you may not get there, so this is where you need to change.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, positive encouragement, positive like
like reinforcement.
You got a reinforcement. Do every time it works a treat, like, but
because you want to know how to get there, don't you? You don't want to be told you can't do it.
Down, or at least have a go at trying, innit?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You may do it for a year.
Better to have a go, innit? Do you know what I mean? And like try it for a year or so, but. I'm glad everything's happened anyway, because it's turned out, shaped me how it is. Do you know what I mean? Glad she didn't say knuckle down in maths. I probably wouldn't have kept up maths anyway after school. Like, it's not happening. Like,
I think it's the way it is now anyway. Like, I don't know if you necessarily need all them skills at that point. I think you need the qualifications to be able to do the job. But
on paper,
on paper, yeah.
It's I really believe. Say if you had like, if your podcasting gets going now and you like it's your full-time job, and you have someone come in and knock the door and say like, any chance, Joe, I can just like sit down and learn. Yeah, they could learn more with you in like a month than they could go into like college and learn about podcasting.
Definitely, mate. Well, I like procrastinating about starting this. I was like, I want to get this right. And then in the end, I was like, I've learned more in the last 2 months just actually doing it than I would have like in 2 years just wasting my time. Yeah,
just learning about mics for a week, and then you like whatever, just go on YouTube. Someone will tell you which one's best.
Yeah.
Buy that sound. You don't have to worry about it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, learn from experience as well.
Just get through it. And I feel like a lot of people need to do that. Like, just get out there and make friends with people.
Yeah.
It's the best thing to do, innit?
People's massive, innit?
Yeah. Communication is key, innit? There's another thing. I did this speech and language course years ago. And 90% of young people have speech and language problems, right? So that could be like, you have a stutter and stuff that end, or like one end could be you can't communicate emotionally, I couldn't tell you my feelings, do you know what I mean? And they get pent up and stuff. So like, people need to just be able to speak to people properly. That's another thing in school, innit? When they like stick you in a room and like pretend to do like phone calls with people, like, oh, this is you now. Yeah. You're gonna do a test. You got to ring up the bank and talk about like a loan or something, or talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, and practice that stuff you got to do when you get out of school. You sure haven't got a clue, and you just end up like. I
talk with my missus all the time. Like, she's a primary school teacher, so like the basics they've got to be in place.
They do their thing, don't they? They got a set path they got to teach. Like,
I think once you get to like secondary school, high school, you should definitely know the difference between the pros and cons of renting, having a mortgage.
Defo.
Like, bill planning.
Yeah, man.
Like, you can't just go spend all your money on clothes because you're going to get kicked
money
out of your house.
management
Or
and
like,
stuff. Yeah,
just
responsibilities.
life skills should be a day a week.
I think
Like-
so. Like it's like should be a main subject, shouldn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Confidence building is confidence for me is like the hugest thing.
Yeah.
You could be the most simplest person on earth, but like if you're confident, you can get your point across to anyone. Like I could sell you, like, do you know what I mean, some dirt off the floor if I was that confident. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's about that thing, innit? And being able to communicate yourself, like confidence, communication, life skills. Boom, there we go.
Yeah. Set up the curriculum now, innit?
Let's do it. Start our own school in the garage now.
Mate, I said to my missus before, I was like, I don't know how they're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get, is why aren't they doing it?
Because they're not, like, it's one of these things, you just start delving into, like, the system and all in it. But, like, you're not meant to, you know, out of, like, 500 kids in a year or 100 kids in a year, you're not meant to have, like, everyone being epic and confident, you know, because they're like, do you know what I mean? No one's going to work in, like, no one's going to work in that job, then we need, like, people working. Then no one's, like, do you know what I mean?
know what
you
you
can't
mean,
have everyone smashing it, can you? So
just got to let the people who naturally maybe got it or were willing to work for it find their way to the top.
Like, stumble into it. Like, you can't, like, I really feel like it's built like that sometimes. Like,
it's a shame.
It is changing in schools. Like, I do a lot of stuff in schools and do this, like, growth mindset stuff, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, dealing with sort of things and being more positive. I see it creeping in, but...
How did you get into that? How did you, like, that kickstart for you?
Do you know what? I did the beatboxing, so I went pro with the beatboxing, and then I moved to Bristol, and then kind of like run out of beatbox work. It's like a summer thing. I was like, oh, right, okay. I need to make some more friends. But then before I did that, I got into like building and doing all sorts, like labouring and dry lining and stuff like this. And then I started doing workshops. I rung up this place, it's like housing association for like young people, and it's like, can I come and do some free stuff for you? Started doing free workshops, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I kept like speaking to people and like learning when other people were doing it, and and I was like, oh, I do like workshops and I know, like, I know what to do. I basically just go in there, beatbox for like 10 minutes, and then just like teach them what I'm doing. And then just like take any questions at the end, and then like it'd be like an hour, and I'd be like, oh damn, I get like 35 minutes, be like, I'm running out of stuff. Right, oh, okay. But then it starts getting better, like you start thinking of more ideas. And then when we moved back from Bristol, I got back on the building again. It was just like easy, comfort, good money. Still doing the beatbox gigs, because they come in every now and then. I do some really good gigs. I do like the Olympic torch ceremony stuff, in Guernsey in front of like 15,000 people. I'd come back, and then I'd be back on the building site. I'd be like, never like maintained the flow of it. Or like Royal Ascot I did one week, and then I'd be back, like, you know.
Such a niche, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But like, it's about building a network in it. So I went back to Wales, and then I started doing stuff with like Rock Academy. They interviewed me, and I started doing stuff for them, but then like gave up my job to do that, but then like it didn't really work out. I started doing DJing with it. Supplement, and then I started again with like local authorities and stuff then, and then it just went. So it was cool. I'm so glad I like kept at it.
Mate, it's cool that they're doing a program with you. For kids. Do you know what I mean? That's amazing, because they wouldn't get that opportunity most places, would they?
It's a GCSE, you know, dude. Beatboxing, DJing, rap. Yeah, man. It's like
crazy. Mate. Imagine how many kids would take that up. Like,
no, I would have smashed it when I was a kid. Like, but, and I'm quite lucky because there's not many professional beatboxers, like people. What I'm doing, it's like me being the only plumber in South Wales. So like cleaning up, like, do you know what I mean?
But kid, mate.
So it's good. It's brilliant, and I really feel like you make an impact on young people sometimes by taking different angles. I haven't got like teacher training or stuff. I'm like a peripatetic teacher, so I go in like through like a music service and stuff. But you know, take the different angle and don't put the pressure on. Like
I bet.
And then it's cool.
You can use the things that you feel maybe weren't there for you when you were younger as well, and apply it to them, innit?
I lyric writing for me was key. Like after my old man passed away and I was like 21, I started writing lyrics and stuff. But I like beatboxed and DJ'd in my teens, but like, you know, just like little stuff. lyric writing. I started writing lyrics, and for me, it was like this form of like counselling myself. Do you know what I mean? Because I couldn't get my. I was like that macho, like I can't talk about stuff, like I'm hard or whatever. Like you know, you get that vibe when you're younger, but it's like counselling yourself. You know, you put your words onto paper, and then I joined a band then, Reconcile, and I started speaking the words and rapping them, and stage buzz was for me the best thing ever. Like it was like
it was a big release, was it?
Going from like, you know, like false buzzes of like alcohol and like drugs and stuff to like a natural buzz. Do you know what I mean? That you can like create and make better. In schools, get people to write lyrics. Do you know what I mean? It's a way of like being creative. They're better at like literacy and stuff, learning new ways to like rhyme, but also like chat about stuff that's in your head, innit? Do you know what I mean? And it's disguised learning. It's not like, right, sit down, Joe, tell me this problem you've been crying about, fella. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, let's write a song, and then you're going to chat about, like, I don't know, self-harm or something random like that. And we're just like, yeah, cool. Like, I'm not like...
You learn so much more when it's natural coming from them.
Yeah, because they've chatted about it, do you know what I mean? But it's in a song, it's not them, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they can make their false reality, but it links up so close to probably what is real to them.
True, man.
Yeah. Mate, I like, obviously you seen your post on Instagram the other day with a rap, and it was something along the lines of what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Are you happy for me to stick it on?
Yeah,
like,
go for it, yeah. Yeah, well, you're going to link that onto the video?
It'll come
we'll
through,
do a little pause? Ah, cool, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm
connected.
Man,
sound.
Jack, I built myself up to never fall back down. Educating myself, and then I looked around, realized I could change my thoughts to the sorts that would help me out and not trigger any doubt. Now the energy of happiness makes me want to shout. I planted my roots and each bud began to sprout. Wasted so much time in my life thinking of things and scenarios that didn't exist. Consume my time with what ifs. Let fear get the better of me, scared to take risks. Listen to my fears that really didn't matter. Gossip is gossip and chatter is chatter. It's all about the journey and nothing else matters. The older you get, life just gets faster. I got myself in some sticky situations and changes was chasing, reality was breaking. I realized it was my way of escaping. Could deal with the past and not hold it left vaping. See through my thoughts, I bring everything to my path. Learn that everything's a lesson, I would just laugh. Remain positive on all kinds of things will pass. Create my own life, I'm not an outcast. What I'm really trying to say is this: don't feel like I'm preaching, just teaching my bit. Learn to think this and try not to react. Negative breeds negative, that's a fact.
That's about real life.
But that was class. Honestly, it was quality, mate.
Cool, man. I'm a big believer, I said, about positive thoughts and mindset, right? And I read this book years ago. It's called The Secret. I don't know. I think I lent it to Dan. Dan probably still got my secret book somewhere. But it's about, like, your thoughts create your reality, man. And, like, to some people, you think, what's he on about? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he thinks he's in the, like, Matrix and stuff, like, being all, like, esoteric, like, wizard man. But, like, it is true, manifesting stuff. But, like, it is about, like, if you're positive all the time, positive things happen in your life. But then I've also realized that, like, your thoughts, like if I imagine something in my head, I can make that happen by, like, feeling that feeling at the same time and, like, feeling good about it. And that is my way. That's how I float through life, man.
Mate, I totally believe in it. Like. I totally believe in it, because when you actually believe in something that much and you can see the finish line, all you've got to do is put the steps in between, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's about creating the person or the personality, like this. I can't remember what it is. Your personality creates your personal reality, man. So, like, now, when you speak to someone, you're saying, like, my name's Joe, I'm a podcaster. I also work for so-and-so, but, like, that's just my side hustle. And that's what you've got to say, like, you are that person now, like, and things come to you, like, opportunities come, and then, do you know what I mean? And then, like, as long as you keep consistent with things, like, it happens. And you know what I mean? You can't just, like, sit in your room, like, playing PlayStation, saying, I'm a podcaster.
Don't work like
I'm a podcaster.
Yeah. I think you've definitely got to put the work in. That's key,
it is. Yeah.
Unless you can, if you can't even picture it, like, you know, that's massive, isn't it?
It's about, and it's like training. It's your subconscious, isn't it? So you train yourself to, like, become that person. So for me now, like, do you know, if I'm at home and like the telly's on and it's like some random thing on Channel 5, like can't pay, we'll take it away, or some minging program. I'll be like, it's like it's on, and I'm like, it's making me feel ill watching it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's lowering my vibe, and also like I feel like I'm wasting my time just watching this. Like, in my head, I need to be doing what I need to be doing. Like, do you know what I mean? So like, I'm on like our old time, and but you know, don't get me wrong, I do stuff to like chill out when I watch a film and I like it, but.
You've got to take
like
the time.
Binge like series on Netflix, like back in the day. Do you know what I mean? And like, and then just feel like hanging with yourself because you wasted
like a slug.
your day. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
makes you feel ill, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Does, mate. Yeah, and you're surrounding yourself with like although it's on the telly is someone else's life.
Yeah,
just watching that is no good for you.
It is very true, dude. Like, and it's scary, and it's like you like, I know. I feel on edge now. Like you get that thing in. It's like some chemical thing happening in you. And I watch videos. I can't remember like the exact thing, but like. The same with like YouTube. We used to go on there like late at night, like so like 11 o'clock, just getting to bed, smash YouTube on like some video, and then it'd be like 3 o'clock, and I'm watching like Irish gypsy fighting or something random. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like what am I doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
Wasting
bullies get owned. Like it feels good for a minute, but like, do you know what I mean?
I can have a shit night's sleep now and feel terrible tomorrow for watching it.
Hanging, innit? Like you don't feel good about yourself, and also like. Facebook and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, I used to love that, but like, it's gone into this weird thing. It's just videos all the time and chuck stuff on every now and then or have a little scroll, but like, that gets me down, man. I like watch, sometimes you watch hanging videos on you, like, oh no, I feel like it stays with me. Like, so I kind of do more like Instagram. Yeah. Instagram's better. Like, you can just like tag up random famous people and stuff. Can't you? You feel like you're there. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think like, with all the videos and all on Facebook, when you're seeing like bad stuff happen, or you maybe subconsciously, I think you put yourself in that position.
Yeah,
you do. You don't even realize it. Like imagine if I don't know, you've seen someone getting beaten up in the street and you were actually there.
Yeah.
How like you'd be in that place.
True. You're putting them emotions out there. You're feeling that in you.
I don't think you're quite there because it's kind of half fake in your head. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But probably deep down, like somewhere.
Yeah, man, you're getting into that thing. Yeah. When I was younger, in my teens, man, that was the same thing I had. I was like, it was my thing. It was my way of like coping with things, right? You know, like I couldn't speak about stuff like that was going on, but like my way was like violence and like wanting to fight people and stuff. Like, and it was a complete. Even when it wasn't happening, I was thinking about it. It was like as if I had this. Your ego, like when you're younger, your ego is like a huge thing, and until you learn to like chuck that away, like, and recognize when it's creeping in, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, and stuff follows you everywhere, like, and it did for a very, very long time. Do you know what I mean? And you know, some of the stuff you do like is crazy, but like you just got to learn from it. Do you know what I mean? When you get older, and just don't have regrets about stuff. Like regret, you just feel like whatever, like it's the past, it's gone. You can't change it. Yeah, waste energy like thinking about things that don't exist anymore. Put it that way, like, do you know what I mean?
I feel the same, like, because I expect you probably couldn't put yourself to the forefront when you're thinking about these things that maybe you've done in the past. And stuff like that. You're worried about what people are going to say. Because
it is.
I was that dickhead before. Before all this.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But you can change yourself, can't you?
You can. It's easy. Just like choose, innit? Choose what you want to do.
It's a choice, mate. Yeah.
For me, music was my savior. Do you know what I mean? Music and performance and stuff, and then it went on to music. Like when you first start out beatboxing, you're like, I'm wicked now. I'm like, your ego starts creeping in, but like, like you get shot back down, innit? Like I did, like, and then I realized, man, like, I think I was signing autographs in Butlins. Yeah, and I had this like epiphany thing. I was like, man, like, actually, like people look up to me, like kids and stuff. So I need to be doing things that are going to help people or like add value to people. So like beatboxing, lyric writing, anything really. I'm trying to do all sorts of things. I've written like loads of comedy sketches and you know, comedy series. I haven't put it out yet because the time's not right. Like I need to do other things first. But like, I don't know, just like make people feel good about themselves or like. Yeah, mate. That's my vibe now. Like that's the, I like that's the thing. Mate.
Yeah, I think spreading your message and kind of saying that things haven't always been that great as well.
Yeah, you know, and showing people how it is. Yeah,
because you see a shiny version of people on
fake, man.
Facebook
I see in that video, didn't I? I'm sure I see in the video. It's like, and it's so unreal, a fake. Yeah, it is like, and And when you post stuff, I used to get it. I'd be like, oh man, like, damn, like I feel a bit, I wasn't quite right. Come to that realization that like real life is real life, and just like post, even if you mess up. I did it on these videos I recorded last week. Like, I think my computer screen turned off, and I like stumbled on my words, and I just like laughed and carried on. So one reason was I'm not gonna spend another like 20 minutes recording another one, and have to like, but do you know what I mean? It's like you can't be perfect all the time, so don't be real, and people are drawn to you being real, rather than you on holidays and all like doing all this on. Like,
take that again for me.
Do you know what I mean? Were you impressing? Like, what? Like you getting a buzz in you, like off something?
Usually as well. Like you may make yourself feel good for 30 seconds, but I think like a lot of these people are doing that kind of setting. I do it as well, mind. You know, I've done it, and you're setting high expectations for everyone as well, aren't you? Because you're making people feel bad about themselves as well, like in a weird way, aren't you?
But you know what? Like I think each of us have got story. When I was like on Facebook flat out, I could probably tell each person a story about. Say if I hadn't been here for like 4 years and I met you in the street, well, what's happening, Joe? I saw that you was doing this, or you went to like Turkey, or like, oh, you're still in the gym. Like it's all in my head because I've been scrolling through it, but I don't actually know what's happening in real life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you know, the good.
It's just like the good stuff is up, like, like I'm banging. It's like when you're self-employed, and then people say, "Oh, you busy?" You're like, yeah, banging, flat out, like.
Yeah, like, it's just the easy answer, isn't it?
Quiet, like,
No, you don't, mate. And I think people actually resonate with honesty more than that stuff, because that stuff is everywhere.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like everyone's doing that.
Yeah, man.
Like if you're willing to put yourself out there, which you are, and tell people,
I think it's the way forward, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like in music, right? Like some of the best songs are the ones that like give you the most emotion and stuff, rather than a lot of pop songs these days. You can go for like top 40. Like one song is decent, like I get a vibe off. Like a lot of it's like manufactured, and there's not like no realness in there, is there?
Don't stick around though either, does it?
It's just like a formula, innit? Like he was in love, no, he's not in love. Like a couple of these little like mallet-y sounds, a load of reverb and stuff, and a nice beat to kick on at the end. Chop his voice up, spin it back round, stick into a sampler sound. There we go.
Yeah.
What are we gonna call him? I don't know.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, 6ix9ine. There we go. Yeah, give him loads of money.
Yeah,
give him a big, massive advance. Give him loads of debt, and then give him to run around being an idiot, like.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I want to like reel it back a bit. If you were 16 again now, how would you play it from there? If you could do it all again?
Do you know what? I'm back. Like I wouldn't. It's all about the journey, innit? So like the journey for me, it's made me who I am today, and like, so I wouldn't change anything. But like, if I was 16 and I didn't want anything to happen, maybe I would say like, I don't know, like use my time wisely. Like I could have spent 16 to 20 learning music production and beatboxing, and I could have been like a world champion at beatboxer and like a, you know, like a international artist. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's just like one of them things you gotta like. It's about knowing. I suppose when you're younger, you don't really realize time, and time goes slow. Like when you're younger, it's chilled, and summer holidays last about 2 years, don't they? So you get to like 27, you start forgetting like how old you are, and and like, oh, it's Christmas again. Do you know what I mean? So like time creeps away. So I would say like use your time more wisely, and you know, don't take like any sort of like Class A drugs or anything crazy that's gonna like make you escape from reality. Just like deal with what you need to deal with and talk about it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And or learn something, because you like anything is escape from reality, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anything, even if me doing music and writing a song is an escape from a certain reality of mine. Do you know what I mean? But like if you're like drinking all day, you obviously can't deal with something happening in your world, so you need to sort it out. Like,
it's a positive way and a negative way to do it, though, isn't there? And I think the music for you is obviously a positive.
Yeah, it's there, man. It's my passion, and you know what I mean, it's good music and there's bad music, but
How did you kind of like bridge the gap of being emotional and trying to suppress it, and then trying to open up? Like, how did you go from there to there? Because that's where people struggle, I think, to kind of...
Which is hit rock bottom for me, man. Like, like drug addiction and dealing with like death and stuff, and knowing, like, wondering what everything's about. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? Being in like the lowest place you can be, but like don't like have to get to that point. Like, it's just my journey, man. Like, but some random things have happened. Like, I'm gonna write a book one day, like some craziest, weirdest, nothing even to do with that, just like absolute crazy, weird things have happened in my lifetime. Like, it's stuff like, if you like got a little diagram thing out, like a mind map, and wrote like the weirdest things that could happen, it would be on there. Like, do you know what I mean? You would come up with a scenario, but like so bridging the gap. I don't know. You just need to like start talking about things that people like. A lot of people don't talk, and a lot of people like and don't realize how things work. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I know how things work now. I'm this person in this body living in this world. We're all gonna die one day. I don't fear death. Like, for me, when I stopped fearing death was when like my life changed, really, because I didn't fear anything anymore. Do you know what I mean? I didn't like overthink things, and you know, we got this time here to do things. You're gonna like smash it, or like you're just gonna be like, you know, rolling around in the chip-ins all day, like crying. Do you know what I mean? Like, what can you change now? And someone said to me years ago, like, that saying where you can't change the past. Like, it's been and done. It's a complete waste of energy just to be like going over it in your head. Like,
dwell.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what can you do if you go over in your head? You can't like make it like that. You've got a time machine. Like,
it takes you back there as well, like emotionally, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, man. And you just
get them same sinking feelings by doing it.
Same things happen over and over again. You blame things, like, and then you realise they're like your thoughts create you. It's you. Do you know what I mean? Say if I bothered with you, and then you start getting all down, and I'd be like, I can't bother with Joe anymore. It gets me down, like it does my head in. Like, it's not your fault. It's me. I've choose to get down. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I've decided I'm going to get down because you're on a vibe. I'm like, do you know what I mean? And people use, and you use it as excuse. Do you know what I mean? I don't do that anymore because like something like, you know, my upbringing or like something happened or I'm not really into that. Like, or, do you know what I mean? Or, do you know what I mean? Or like, I'm supposed to be feeling like this. Like, or do you know what I mean? It's...
Mate, my mum tried teaching me when I was like a kid and I never understood it properly until I got a bit older. She's always like, because I was getting angry and stuff really easy and feeling upset. And then she's saying like, you know what I mean? When you're feeling like that, just go sit in a room on your own and just like think about happy things. Yeah. And like, it sounds so stupid when you're younger, like, that ain't going to do nothing for me. Like, But when now I kind of try and apply it like with a bit of maybe meditation or like, you know,
so you know, dude, deep breaths like this one. 2 in and 1 out. It's like back down.
I always just tell myself like in with a good, out with a bad. Like that's how I.
It is, isn't it?
In it's my head,
10 seconds of reacting something. When I was a kid, like you get angry and you like punch all in the door because you're like you react to stuff straight away. Like now, you know, someone cuts you up in the car. Like I just go, it's fine. Like no one got hurt. Like it's cool.
Got to train
like,
yourself, though, haven't you?
Like it's fine. He's just like an old bloke. He made a mistake. Wish him all the happiness in the rest of his life. You'd be like that. Do you know what I mean? If you get angry, you like the rest of your days like hanging then, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
like
you can start it in a bad place and it's hard to get out of it then.
Don't get me wrong, like if someone did me really wrong, like I would react. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have that caveman instinct in you sometimes to be able to get out of situations and do things, and it's always going to be there for me. But no one's going to walk over me, like, do you know what I mean? And everyone needs to be like that. You can't be like one of the other books, I mean, people pleaser. You can't be too much of a people pleaser and too like nice because
you get stepped
people
up.
on this earth that take advantage of you with that, like, do you know what I mean? And you've got to be able to react in a certain situation.
Yeah.
When you feel like it's going down, like, but
All the
like fair play to your mum. Like I'm doing the same with my daughter now. Like she does this. She has little meltdowns and she had like the terrible 3s or 2s who like kept going. She's right now. She's leveled out. But I do a thing called a reset. I take her upstairs in the room. I'm calm, relaxed, because people feed off energy, don't they? If you're in a room full of lads going, "Way," you turn into a lad, you know. I just really calm and then just talk about it. When she calms down, and she be quiet and she can like speak normal. And we'll talk about it. Do you know what I mean? And then it goes back down, and I'm like, every day she's like reinforcing to her that she's like, you know, you're really good at this, you're good at that, you're successful, you're amazing, you're beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And just like can't get enough, can they? As a kid, like
is it the first 7 years or something? Is like
it is,
vital to
growing
your confidence as you grow
growing
older.
your personality. It is in what book was that in? Think and Grow Rich. I read that one in, man. It's like the first 7 years is like they just take everything in, innit? And do you know what I mean? If you got people telling you something, and a lot of it, like do you know, like later on in life, like you got these things, is because like when you're younger, you've been told things or you've been brought up to believe like, you know, you're poor. Even if you are poor, like, do you know what I mean? Don't ever like, don't talk about it in front of your kids, like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm not bringing that stress onto them. Like they're kids, they
feel it.
They need to feel like everything's rosy and good, but like they can't bring their confidence so they can deal with like stuff. Like they're gonna have setbacks and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, I mean, but like my oldest, my 4-year-old, like nearly 5, like something happens, she's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'll just like practice even more and
shake it off.
Perseverance, you know, it's like it's ingrained into her. Like, and I want her to be confident. And I can't remember who said it to me when Jade, my wife, was pregnant, and they said, "Oh, you got a daughter now. What are you going to be like all the boyfriends and stuff, like, innit?" And I said, "Man, I'm just going to train her to be like so confident she's going to be able to like find the idiots and be in control of any situation and have so much like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what you got to be, innit?
Build her up, not break them down.
Yeah, like just like she's going to be running rings around you idiots, like, do you know what I mean? But like that's what it's going to be like. So
I bet many people don't even look at it that way.
Nah, you know like you could do that thing where I'm like, you know, be like this round the back and I'll have a word with him and all. No, treat a kid with some respect and all, and let them do the thing. Like, do you know what I mean? It's up to you if you let someone walk over you, innit?
If you're there to stop it every time, then it's going to happen every time.
Thing where like it's like always there, innit? Do you know what I mean? So, so we'll see anyway. We'll do another one in about 15 years time. When she's like 16, and then I'm like chasing people around with bats and stuff. Like,
I'll have to have you back in when we see that story on the news.
We'll see. But it's all talk of them, innit?
It'll be a good page in the book.
From prison, like.
Plenty of time to write it.
Beatboxing in prison would be cool, man, for practicing. Like, I always thought about that. Like, people in solitary confinement. I'd be like, man, I'd be beatboxing flat out all day now. But yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I don't want to be in prison now, beatboxing.
No, you
just putting it out there to the world.
Just want a bit of their time.
It'd be cool. Nice to have a bit of time.
Yeah.
I love life, man. You got to love life, you know, and be grateful for what you got. And then, you know, maintain that feeling. Yeah,
find something you enjoy and just go full on in.
Go for it, Don't react to stuff, like.
Yeah.
And, cool. Beatboxing. I will say, actually, about the Tourettes thing I have with beatboxing. So I've learned recently, during lockdown, I had these little tics when I was a kid, right? So like I go like... or like blink and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I always just thought they were called tics, but I recently realised it's part of Tourette's. So it's like this big genetic thing. Like Tourette's, we think it's like people swearing at people in the street and there. Like, but it's like it could be anything, a vocal tic, like body tics, anything really. Like it's linked to like OCD and ADHD is all part of the same thing. And I started doing these things with the Tourette's Association, and I realised that like my beatboxing has become almost my tick, and that's my energy thing, because it comes back every now and then, like my random ticks.
You just randomly like start doing.
Yeah, if I beatbox a sound too much, this one like the. I did that I was doing it about 1,000 times a day to get good at it. I was like.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it on a phone call. Then like, what's happening? I just can't help myself.
What?
Yeah. This one, the zipper, done it too much. Also, if I have like coffee, I love like espresso coffees, they're booming and they like boom. But I did my tax return last year, and I was really late, and I had like 3 espressos up to like 5 in the morning, and my tics came back, man. Also, like I don't have energy drinks anymore because that's the same. I realised this stuff in them is like bad for you, and it would make me tick. Like, do you know what I mean?
Is it when you're ticking Is that kind of like when you're in a sort of nervous situation? Or
yeah, I don't get nervous anymore, man. It's like I don't feel it. I embrace the weirdness. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know if I'm on stage and I say, "What's happening, everybody? My name's Dean Beat Technique. Thank you very much for having me. I'm going to do some beatboxing. Here we go. Ready? How's everyone doing?" And then like everyone's just quiet. I love that now. I think it's brilliant. I enjoy the weirdness of it. Whereas before, like I'd be like,
panic,
like I need to like think of something good. Yeah, I just really love it. Like, and I love the challenge of it. So like the nervousness is gone, but I'd say it's more related to constant repetition with beatboxing and also like dietary stuff, like which is I've just started again. I've lost nearly a stone in like a week, in 8 days, man.
Is it? Yeah, wicked, mate.
Cut out cakes, cut out potatoes, pasta, starchy stuff. What else is there? Crisps. Crisps was my like thing, man. Smash some crisps into the night.
They're so addictive. Like I think I don't even like them, right? My missus loves crisps. I don't even like them, but if I have one, that's it. And I'm not even enjoying this, but
Space Raiders, man.
Addictive, isn't it?
It is. It's habit as well, innit? I've started learning about it, but just drink plenty of water and just like eat carrots and stuff, innit? When you like feel like you need a snack, when your head's saying I need a snack, you don't actually need a snack. You just need, you know, your brain, teach your brain. So yeah, it's going well because went to the doctors. Got like heart problems in my family. Like my old man died, 2 uncles, grandfather, like all the same condition, and my cousin recently just had a heart attack. He's like 32. I need to go and get an MOT, and then I realised my weight has gone up to like 17.2, and then I'm also on the edge of being like a diabetic. I'm like, whoa, never even thought about that part of my life or worried. I've just been like coasting along, making beats. Do you know what I mean? So and being like a dad and a husband, but so yeah, just like gonna smash that now, get that done, get back down, get fit. Got a little what are they called? Cycling machine thing down in the studio in the room next door. So
I bet that'll help with your productivity. Do you reckon?
Yeah, for me, time is hard for me at the minute because we got like the newborn, Zachary.
Congratulations.
And thanks, dude. And then like level 3 dad mode now, like retiring. And I've clocked it. I beat the boss, and I'm like done. Yeah, and he's like, I don't know, like 9 weeks old or something. So he doesn't sleep in the night. And then my 20-month-year-old Madison is like teething and stuff. So she wakes up. Last night, she goes down at like 7 o'clock, which is banging. And then I have like an evening of like being able to like do work and stuff. But then say if I went to bed at like 11, she'd wake up at like 12 and then like settle her back down. And like 3 o'clock in the morning, she woke up just like wandering around laughing her head off. So I'm like, oh man.
I see the video on your Instagram with like them in the studio playing around.
Yeah, just chucking some crisps and it's right for them. Like it's cool. But yeah, so I'm never complain about it, but I'm adapting around it, adapt and evolve all the time and just find ways.
Yeah,
I pin a lot of my songs on the laptop now and bring them up in the house and do them on the sofa or work around there. Got this little synth thing on my phone. I can put ideas down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, find the time.
Don't get stressed about it. It's life, and then things get better. Do you know what I mean? It'll level out. Like just
yeah.
So yeah. Otherwise, I like in my head, I'd be down there like addictive personality, dude. I'd be down there like 15 hours a day if I had a chance. Like, if I didn't have like kids and a wife and responsibilities and a house and stuff, I'd be like flat out all day.
Yeah, like I'm the same. Like, and you can get it to run away. You can run away from yourself, can't you?
Yeah.
Because you can just like every now and again, my missus got to rein me in. Like she's like, I think maybe you're doing it a bit too much at the minute. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, true. And you need a good woman in your life, don't you?
Yeah, she's not doing it for not trying to stop me from doing what I want to do. But just that thing of like, you can actively see you've overdone it.
Don't
like
get too passionate, like yeah.
Well, I think you can go overboard sometimes.
Yeah, true.
You can burn out as well.
It's probably the same with like fitness and stuff. I'm not like a fitness person, but I assume some people can go full on with that. Can't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can burn yourself out.
It's like an addiction as well, isn't it? You can get into like running and that flat out all the time.
Yeah,
it's good for you, like, but
yeah, there's a level where you diminishing returns. Is that what the term is? Like where you're on the upward trend, but you've just done too much.
Yeah,
you just fall back down. Like you think like the more you do something, the better. But sometimes there's a point where it's just too much.
Switching off, innit? I find with music, trying to be making a beat. Say if I'm like writing a song for like half a day, and then I'd be like, I'll have a break now and like try it in a couple of days, because you keep going over the same thing, and then you might have this like, call it like my flow state, where I come in and like ideas just like zoom in, and I'm there now, spang, I'm going to change this. Yeah. Changes it completely, you know what I mean? Where if you push stuff too hard, productivity in it, and like when you're on a build, when I was on the building years ago, they try and push you harder and make you work longer hours, but like you just dip down, do you know what I mean? Like in the evenings especially, you just like, you end up doing less. And
I've seen like a company in China have just started, they get their people in, they're paying them a full working week, but they're making them work 4 hours a day rather than 8.
Banging.
But they're taking their phones off them for the 4 hours.
Yeah.
And like, they're like winning, do you know what I mean?
They're doing loads, because they're like 100 mile an hour on them, rather than being like, have a bit of lunch, feel a bit bogged down after lunch, and then like 4 o'clock, I'm knackered. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like,
or like scrolling, a little bit of work, scrolling, a little bit of work. Whereas now they're like 4 hours, I get the rest of my day off.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, what a better way for
get
them to live.
Done, yeah.
The company gets more out of them. I think like there's definitely.
I feel like a lot of people have got it down. Yeah, a lot of people have got it down. You know, whereas fact, like they especially lockdown, when people realize they can get like work done without having to like travel to so and so, or do this, or sit in an office. Do you know what I mean? Or like people are realizing, aren't they? You can get more stuff done. You know what I mean,
I've been working from home and just not having like the exterior noise around you. Yeah, just being able to. Once I'm set on a task, that's what I'm doing.
Have you got set hours you got to log on, or can you just like wake up before?
No, I've got to work like 7:30 till 3:30 of my hours. So cool. Yeah.
Nice, man. In your pants as well, or?
Can't say. Luckily,
little webcam shirt, like.
Yeah, luckily there's no webcam on us, like, because there's be some. Well, I hope there's not anyway, because there's
stinking of BO and all, like eating like cereals.
It's not a pretty sight. It's not a pretty sight. So
it's good. I had a lesson, man, and it was like a Zoom lesson, and it was like 5 to 11, and my calendar thing went off on my phone. I was like, oh damn, I forgot about it. So I sprinted. It's only down the bottom of the gown. It's like 20 seconds, 10 seconds. I literally had my like flip flops on, my shorts, and I chucked this jacket on and a cap, and I was like, whoa, like turned it on, logged on. What's happening? How's it going? Today we're going to learn
instant energy.
Yeah.
Mate, sometimes I think it's better than that. Better like that. Less time to think, just driving into things.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I would say though, like I do like enjoy like washing and stuff and like dressing, because it does make you feel better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not everyone just stay at home and like just like stay in your pants all day, like, 'cause you do get down.
Yeah, mate. Sometimes like at lunch and whatever, I just take myself out for a half hour.
Yeah.
A bit of training or something.
Yeah, man.
Mix it up, like. But so, right. One question I wanted to ask you. So I ask everyone this as well. Where do you see yourself in like 5 years from now with the music?
Cool. For me, my plan is I don't want to be like this big artist on the outside. I want to be behind the scenes writing for people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And producing. I just see myself in a beautiful big home that I've built somewhere out in the sticks. Do you know what I mean? Where I don't have no one bothers me. Do you know what I mean? And if I want to just like walk around in my pants, I can. That's my vibe. Like,
sound like you're already doing it.
In my head, I do, mate. See, it's all planned out in my head. But yeah, like that's my vibe. Like my family around me. Do you know what I mean? Feeling good, driving nice cars and stuff, and never under like stress about anything or money. Do you know what I mean? Never worrying about money. Like I don't worry about it now, but like even more so, and be able to like help. I've been in that position where I can help people. Do you know what I mean? And add value and help people out, my people close to me and people who need it. Do you know what I mean?
So it sounds like you're already helping people out, mate, which is great, like in the schools and
it's there, dude. I'm trying to do what I can. Do you know what I mean? But it needs to be. I feel like in me, part of me needs to be on a bigger scale, speaking in like big conferences to people and building them up and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
If you could do like one project to help people, have you kind of got something set out in your mind for the future and what you want to do project-wise?
I don't know. I just know, like, when you go around and like speak on stage with one of these like cool little mics going like this, and it's like kind of like what we're doing now, but like bringing people up and like not like a life coach as such, but just like, I don't know. building people's mental health and like confidence and stuff through like chat and like little random things I've made up. Do you know what I mean? As well as music, I love music, and it's always my thing. Like, do you know what I mean? But
well, I think they'll go hand in hand together, won't they? You know what I mean?
Build a platform on the music and then dip into, it's like, what's his name? Tyson Fury, innit? He's like that. And when he went to like this advocate for like mental health, is like, man, you got a platform, you using it to the fullest now, dude.
Yeah, I think
good things are going to happen for you. And they did. Smashed out Deontay Wilder. Also got back up after being KO'd by him. Like, do you know what I mean?
He reckons that like that 12th round when he got back up, because he went firing at him, and he said like, I'm just going to carry that exact same energy into the next fight and just get him out of there. Like,
do you know what I mean? He's been out because he's on the right path now. Like, so,
mate, I think it's huge. And I love everything you're doing, mate. Just keep going and
banging.
Well, thanks for coming in, dude.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it again another time, dude.
Definitely, mate.
When you're in the big studio next time.
Maybe.
Live on ITV.
Well, in my head, it's happening.
It is. It will happen. Cool.
And same to you, man.
Nice.
Appreciate you coming. Cheers, Dean.